story before we even get started. This fucking story, I think I am the unluckiest person on the planet. 100%. Either the unluckiest or the dumbest person on the planet. So I will tell the story of what happened here. You can kind of see it. It also applies, you can't tell, but my teeth are chipped because of this scenario that happened to me in California. My teeth are chipped. I fractured a piece of my knee. My knee's all scarred up because of this, and I kind of just want to share that because it's fucking stupid. I'm such an idiot. So, okay, here's the story. We're keeping it on red too because I'm angry about how fucking dumb I am. So California, right? Santa Monica Pier. Let me pull up a picture so you guys can kind of get an idea of how stupid I am and what it looks like. So Santa Monica Pier, there is a road that goes down to the pier, and it turns in from gravel, like road, to the pier. And so the road's here, right? It slants, and then at the bottom, the the wood part, the pier, comes up this much. And mind you, I'm coming this direction, right, on a longboard. That is the premise of what's happening here. So here's the picture. This is that's not the right picture. Anyway, go to California 5 or 6 years ago. I go on a family trip, and great time, right? We had a great time. My dumbass, on the last fucking day, decides to take a nickel board. I think that's what they're called, not the penny boards, but the nickel one, the one that's like the next size up. My dumbass, with a camera, was like, I'm gonna go fucking down this thing and record it. Idiot. Dumbest idea of my life. So I have my cousin there who's super stoked on it. She's like, dude, you're gonna freaking kill it. You're gonna go so fast. You're gonna hit the pier and just fucking show off in front of everybody, right? And so, like, I'm hyped. I'm like, dude, let's fucking go. Let's do this shit. Last day here, let me show off in front of all of California and why they're a bunch of posers. So I walk my happy ass up the road. And mind you, cars can go down this road as well, by the way. So cars are coming and going. I'm trying to find a picture. I don't even know if it's Santa Monica. I might be dumb. Reason number 2 why I'm probably the dumbest person on the planet. Actually, no. Here it is. Okay, this is the best picture I can find. So this right here, I'm pretty sure this road is where I came from. And like it goes this way, but up. Okay, kind of try and picture that. So this comes down this way, but it goes upward. That's hard to explain. Anyway, I march my ass up this fucking road. Super stoked. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be so cool. I'm gonna show off in front of everybody. I'm like 18. Yeah, 18. I'm like, I'm gonna look so cool. And then I get to the top, right? Get to the very, very top. It's at least 100 feet. At least just down to the pier. I get there. I see the bottom. I see my cousin cheering me on, giving me like the best fucking hype ever, right? She's like, you can do it, bro. You fucking got this shit. And I'm like, hell yeah. Fuck you. I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm talking about. There you go. Yeah. So I'm at the top. I'm telling the story about this scar, by the way, if you just got here. This one on my hand, like road rash. So I get there. I see the bottom. I turn my camera on. I get on the board and I push and I just fucking go, right? I'm flying down this road. I'm zooming, dude. I'm going like 100 miles an hour, it feels like. It was probably like 20. I'm going. About halfway down on this little ass board, I get the worst fucking speed wobbles of my life. And so I'm wobbling, trying to like keep it, you know, I'm not trying to fucking die here. So I'm wobbling, and at some point I'm like, you know what, dude? I'm just gonna jump. I'm gonna jump from the board and just see what happens, because I couldn't do it for much longer. My legs were dying. So I jump for fucking who knows why. At this point, I'm falling at least 30 miles an hour. It feels like I'm going fast. I hit my face on the road going 30 miles an hour, okay? Mind you, this shit sucked. Hit my face. I chipped my 2 front teeth right here. So they're currently chipped. It's awkward to show you, but they're chipped. Do a bunch of rolls, scrape my hand, smash my camera going down, bust up my knee. Later on I found out I fractured it. Bleeding everywhere. There's literally blood everywhere. People are freaking out. They're like, dude, this guy's gonna die. Like, what the hell's going on? My cousin, who was doing this, was just like on the ground freaking out like this. And I'm just like going, dude. There's no stopping this. Like, I'm going. And so, fuck up every part of my body. I hit the pier. It had to have been at least like 30 feet of me rolling. I hit the pier, get up like I'm fucking cool, and I'm like, hell yeah, dude, I did something, and it looked cool maybe. No, that shit looked dumb as fuck. So, I bounce up, bro, bleeding everywhere. And I'm like, I'm bleeding. I need to go to the restroom. I didn't feel any pain at that point. And this is, okay, I get to the bathroom, and I look at my face, and I'm like, dude, I'm a fucking idiot. I was so mad at myself. And at the age of 18, this was the very first time I have ever felt regret in my entire life. I found the road. This is it. I came from the very top of this right here. So I'm coming down, speed wobbles here, jump, and roll all the way down to the pier, hitting every part of my body, fracturing my knee. I'm in the mirror, bleeding from my mouth, bleeding from my knee, my arms, everywhere. And I'm like, dude, why am I such a fucking dumbass? And so my brother is helping me, and he's like, bro, what are you doing? Why did you do that? And I'm like, dude, it would have been fucking sick. And it was. It looked cool. Until I fucking hit the ground. But at that point, I couldn't walk. And it was, again, the last day in California. We drove there. We had to go back home. So I'm sitting there in the car, bleeding all over the car with like homemade bandages, like Mexican-made bandages, you know, like just shit that works. I can't walk. I'm laying in the car, stuck in this 7-hour drive home in the worst pain of my life. And so I get home. I can't walk. I'm hurt. I don't go to the doctor. I only go to the doctor for them to tell me that my knee is fractured. And they're like, you need to take care of that. I'm a dumbass again. And I said, no, fuck that. I'm just going to deal with it. Dealt with my knee being fractured. Couldn't walk for like 3 months, and like I walked with a limp for like 3 months, and that was it. I cleaned it every once in a while with a scrub, but that was it. And everything pretty much healed except for this scar right here, and it looks disgusting. It feels so weird. But yeah, that was the first time I've ever felt regret, and I definitely regret that. But it's a good story regardless, because I'm so stupid. Oh my god, that sucked, man. But yeah, I need to get, the point of it was because like my teeth are getting annoying, and I have to get them replastered because they're chipping off again. And I thought it was kind of funny. Pretty okay story. But yeah, that's reason number 1 as to why I'm probably the dumbest person on the planet, because I did that for some reason. Yeah, it's very brutal. I still, like, my knees are always in pain. Where you been? Listen, if you were here like 20 minutes ago, I explained it all. So this story takes place about, I want to say like 3 years ago. Listen, you saw that I went to Mount Lemmon. Of course I sent him a picture because he doesn't use Instagram. Okay, so now you have to say nice. Nice. Nice, dude. Sick. Okay, so now you have to say nice things for every time you called yourself a dumbass. Be nice to yourself. Fuck that. I'm dumb. This is gonna be a series as to why I'm so fucking stupid. So story number 2 as to why I'm the dumbest person ever. Okay? Thank you, Lissa. I appreciate that. I don't know why chat isn't showing up. Chat box to the top. Okay, story number 2. 3 years ago, I had some friends who were like the biggest potheads, biggest stoners ever, right? And we hung out a lot, like all the time, every single day. And before them, I have not smoked an ounce or a single piece of weed ever. And so as soon as I hung out with them, we started smoking weed every single day. And so one day, I get to their house without eating, right? And I'm like, holy shit, I'm driving there. I'm like, man, I'm starving. I hit him up and I'm like, hey, homie, I'm hungry. Do you have any food at your house? I'm not stopping and I'm broke. He goes, here, let me pull the phone out. We gotta make this real. Actually, we'll use the light. He goes, and I'm, hey, homie, I got food. Like, I'm starving. Do you have any food at your place? Oh, you do? Hell yeah, what do you got? Oh shit, for real? Dude, I'll eat those. I'm on my way. I'll be there in like 10 minutes. Hang up on him. Hang up on the man, okay? I get to his house. He opens the door and gives me a big ol' hug, because we're homies. I walk in, lay on his couch, right? And his wife comes out and she's like, hey, like, he told me you were hungry. We got some cookies over here. And I'm like, dude, cookies? Like, I'll eat the fuck out of cookies right now. And she's like, yeah, you can have them all. And I'm like, okay, sick. Like, thank you. I appreciate that. So I go to the kitchen, grab a Tupperware full of cookies, and I just fucking, like, munch them, dude. Like, they're gone in, like, 2 minutes. There was, like, 20 of them, okay? Homie hugs are the best hugs. So I eat, like, 20 cookies in this Tupperware. And I'm just chilling on the couch, right? And I'm like, dude, I'm so full. Like, I'm eating good. I'm a king right now. They are doing some stuff in the room. Nothing, nothing like that. But they're, like, doing some editing stuff. And so they come out, like, 5 or 10 minutes later, because that was the kind of just, like, the friendship we had. We wouldn't really hang out always. It would just be, like, I would come over. And, like, eventually they would come talk. They were really busy. But they come out, like, 5 or 10 minutes later. And she was like, hey, how are the cookies? And I said, straight fire, dude. They were fire. Thank you for making these cookies. And she said, yeah, like, did you eat them all? And I was like, hell yeah, I was starving. She goes, oh no. And I'm like, oh no. She goes, those were, like, edibles that I made. And she said she put a bunch of weed in each one. And mind you, this is 5 or 10 minutes, so I haven't felt shit yet. So I'm sitting there freaking out, full stomach though, feeling good. And she's like, you need to, like, drink some water or something. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're fucked. And I was like, yeah, I know. And so she comes out and sits with me. I think, like, 45 minutes to an hour go by. And dude, when I smoke weed, or when I have or eaten edibles in the past, my IQ drops to, like, 0. 100, always. All the time. Okay? I start feeling it everywhere. Again, about 20 edible cookies that she had made herself. I'm laying on the couch, just, like, fucking chilling, dude. Big chilling. And she's like, are you good? I was like, dude, I can't feel shit right now. Like, I don't know what you put in those cookies, but I'm fucking gone. And she was like, do you need to go to the doctor? And I was like, nah, dude, like, I'm good, I think. And, like, progressively through the edible process, it just got so much worse. Like, I don't know if I'm, like, allergic, but my eyesight was getting blurry, and, like, I couldn't move my limbs and shit. And I was like, dude, what the hell? Like, why didn't you tell me about the fucking cookies? I come over wanting food, you give me fucking weed? And so that shit took like 5 hours for it to leave my system. I'm sitting here eating like quesadillas. I'm like, bro, give me some food. Give me like water and shit. I need to survive. And she's like making food for me, and I'm just like on the couch, just like trying to force feed myself. And she's like, dude, I don't know if you're gonna survive. And I'm like, dude, I think I'm actually dead right now. But after that, obviously I'm fine. But I'm dumb as shit. I'm very dumb. I should have been like, hey, by the way, you guys smoke weed all the time. Are these fucking edibles? But my hunger was like, dude, just eat all of them. Eat 20 edible cookies. Homemade edible cookies. And I said, hell yeah, that's a good idea. That sucked. So, reason number two why I'm so stupid. That was my life. Oh, wait. Yo, hold on. Okay, one more quick story, and then we'll get into some shit. There was okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, at one point I was taking like antidepressants and shit for mental stuff, right? And I was taking one specific one that did not say, or said specifically, do not take with alcohol, right? Or narcotics, weed and stuff. So one day, my cousin calls me. He's like, yo, let me come over. Let's watch some like anime or something. And I'm like, hell yeah, that sounds freaking sick. I take my hydroxyzine, the one I'm not supposed to drink with alcohol or take with alcohol. Take that. He comes over. He's like, bro, I brought some beers. Like, let's also like smoke a J like on the patio. And I'm like completely forgetting. I'm like, dude, perfect night. Let's fucking do it. We smoke a joint this long, the two of us, that was just packed solid. And so we take like 30 hits each, about. And I go back inside, right? And this is where shit gets fucked. Reason number 3 why I'm stupid and the complete dumbass. Take a few sips of a beer. Start feeling it after like 5 minutes, okay? I'm on the couch, same as before, just like sprawled out. And I'm like, yo, I fucked up. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I just took my antidepressants that deliberately says do not take with weed or alcohol, and I did both of those things in under 10 minutes. And he's like, bro, just don't let it get to you, dude. That shit's fine. Don't worry about it. You're good. Cool. 10 minutes go by. Still sitting here. Everything in my vision, I was at an angle, right? Chilling. My vision was like almost vertical. Shit was moving, okay? Shit was like not the way it should have been in my eyesight. I'm drooling. My fucking moisture everywhere. I'm literally drooling. I don't even notice. I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my arms. My heart rate is racing. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. And I'm just sitting there with the fucking mouthful of drool. I'm like, bro, like, I gotta go to the hospital, dude. Help me out, like, please. He's like, don't be such a freaking B word, bro. Just fucking deal with it. And I'm like, dude, you suck. Help me. And he's like, you know what? You just need to eat food because like you didn't like take care of it. You didn't eat today or something. You eat enough. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna kick your ass. Like, please take me to the hospital. And he gets up. He's like, let's go to Taco Bell. It's down the street. I'm like, Taco Bell is not the doctor's office. I need to go to the doctor's office. I'm like, help me up at least. Like, if we're gonna at least get food, like, help me up. Doesn't help me up. He just thinks I'm fucking high out of my mind. Okay? Doesn't help me up. I try to stand up. I feel everything in my system just come up as if I'm gonna throw up everything in my body. I collapse. I get back up, walk like I'm a fucking penguin, and just kind of like constantly going like 0 miles an hour to Taco Bell to my car. I drove, by the way. I drove there. Can't even fucking think right. My vision's like this, and I drove to Taco Bell because he was being such a cock. So we get to Taco Bell. I order so much food. I order everything. We get the food. I take a bite. As soon as the food touches my lips, I drove. I know, and I'm so sorry, but he's basically forced me. He was not helping me at all. My situation was fucked. I had no way out. I drove. It was only like 0.3 miles. Still bad, but I had no choice. As soon as the food touches my lips, again, that feeling of just like my entire soul leaving my body hits me. And I throw the burrito out on the table and it like slides to him. And I'm like, you need to take me to the fucking doctor now. Like, I am actually dying. Like, I don't know what's going on. And at this point, it's been like an hour and a half. We end up eating. He drives home this time because I told him to fucking drive home or else I was gonna kill him. And we get home, watch an anime for a while. My body at this point, after like 2 hours, is vibrating. Everything is vibrating. My heart is going like 150 miles an hour. I'm scared, dude. I am terrified. And I tell him again, I'm like, hey, I took my antidepressants and then drank alcohol and weed and smoked weed within like 10 minutes. Like, you have to understand why I'm so fucked up right now. And he's like, no, dude, it's just weed, bro. Like, I get good shit. Like, that's why you're feeling so good. And I'm just like, bitch, go home. Go home, I told him. I said, get the fuck out. And he leaves. At this point, it's like 2.5 hours. My roommate comes home. I'm just sitting on the couch drooling. Because I can't do shit. I can't move. And my roommate comes home. He's like, dude, are you good? I'm like, no. Not. I'm far from that. What anime? I think it was Cowboy Bebop. I was fucked up like that for like 7 hours, dude. I could not move. I could barely breathe. I was forgetting how to breathe. The moment I lost my breath, my brain goes, you're dead. You can't breathe anymore. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm dead. I can't breathe. And then I would have to like scramble to learn how to fucking inhale and exhale. And this lasted for like 8 hours. And I was like, bro, it is a good anime to die to, but like, fuck, like that, dude? Like, cause I'm dumb? Fuck that. Oh my god. Worst experience of my life. And that was the, like, I didn't even mean to get that high. I just forgot that I took my antidepressants. So that's number 3. Reason number 3 why I'm so fucking stupid. Anyway, enough stories. I appreciate you guys listening, because I have a lot of fucking stories. I might make this a series, to be honest. But yeah, thank you.